Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Naomi Taylor, and you already know what this channel is. It's 3X Gossip. Yes, I know there are the occasional days where I'll wake up and I'll do politics, but that's not all that the channel's about. So please, like and subscribe, tell your friends, come over. They'll get a little knowledge in the morning, and then there's the occasional evening and or nights where we'll do like the guilty pleasure, which would be like the talking of celebrities and just nonsense that we don't even really need to know about. You know, stuff like being in somebody else's business that we have no place in being, but we're in it because we're like guilty and like loving the pleasure. We talk about those things, but I just love to put stuff into your head that's educational because I want you to know what's going on in the world, and like if there's something that I can help you with, I want to do that. So that's why I talk a lot about political things. So let's get into some stuff. How are you? So today I have two topics. One is it's not so much of a guilty pleasure, it's more like a diva classy chic pleasure. And then the other one, I want to talk about the police officers that were arrested for George Floyd's murder. So they were in court yesterday or the day before, and they went in and they were trying to get trialed separately. This would work in the favor of the police officers because then they can plead their own cases and then they would all get like different sentences. But I feel that they should not get trialed separate. I feel like you watch the man take his last breath together. I think that you should get sentenced together. You guys were a team, remember? You should stand together like a team. That's just me. This is America. I'm still allowed to have an opinion, but if I'm not, I guess I'm in trouble, aren't I? So, they also want to take the trial to a different location, meaning I don't think they want it in Minnesota, which the trial has not started yet. It starts, I think, August, September of 2021. I'm not exactly sure where the month is yet, but I know, in fact, that it's the year of 2021. And yeah, apparently they want the trial to be somewhere else, and I'll tell you why. Because they can get people for the jury whom would be in favor of the police officers, which there are a lot of people, for some reason, that still feel like there is some kind of justification as to why this man was murdered. Let's take out the fact that maybe George Floyd was on drugs. If a man is telling you he cannot breathe, I think the smart thing to do would take your knees off of his neck, his back torso, his lower back torso, and the back of his legs. I think that would be the smart thing to do. And I feel like if you're watching somebody who's, you can clearly see he's dying, I think the smart thing would have been like to tell your coworkers, hey, I think you should get off. He looks like he's injured. He looks like he's dying. That's just me. So no, I do not feel that the trial should be taking place anywhere other than where it all happens. And I do not feel like you guys should get a separate trial. I also don't feel like Derek Chauvin should be only getting 40 years in prison if convicted. If they all are convicted, Derek Chauvin, who is in prison or in jail for second-degree murder and manslaughter, and the other ones are for aiding and abetting. If they are all convicted, they face 40 years in prison. I feel like Derek should be getting life in prison just because of the way that he looked at the camera as if like to say, I'm going to get away with this. I'm going to kill this man, and there's nothing you can do about it. You can record it so that when I go home, I can look at this as entertainment with my family and friends. Kind of like how the men did with Ahmaud Arbery. It was like, let's record this and let's send it to all our friends because we're sick and twisted like that. Let's go into detail. So there was Derek Chauvin, who was on George Floyd's neck with his knee, had no remorse, no sympathy, no nothing. It just, the way he looked at this man and the way he looked at the crowd was like, I don't care, I hate this, I want this man dead. Then there was Jay Alexander, who had his knees on the back where George Floyd's chest would be. Then there was Tal. Tal was the man standing there taunting the crowd saying, don't do drugs, this is what happens when you do drugs, these are the things that happen when you do drugs. Then there was Thomas Lane. Thomas Lane had his knees on the back lower torso of George Floyd. Okay, so even if drugs played a part, don't you think the excessive force of the police officers added to the death of this man? Do you not see that? And I don't want to say, what if this man was white? Because the sad thing that I've been hearing a lot about people is like, they'll be like, oh, this happens all the time. People die all the time. Like, what's the difference? No, there should be a difference, because what if it happens to you or your family member? Yes, granted, if he did a crime, he should be taken into custody and then have a fair trial. I don't think it should be in the police officer in that moment without thinking's right to just take the life of that person. I just think that's wrong. So I hope that the trial stays in Minnesota. I hope that they do not give these men separate trials, because now they're all going to play victim, and now they're going to be like, oh, I was just like, exactly. They were just like, oh, I was just following the leader of the police force that was on duty that day. We were all doing what we were told. We're just rookies. And I get that when you're like a rookie and you're in a place, and if you don't follow the leader that has been there longer than you, they can make your life a living hell when you're working there. I get that 100%. But when you're seeing the light being taken out of a man, I think that's a time where you can step up and be like, hey, we have to do something about this. And then if your commander doesn't do anything about that, then you take it above their head, or you just take it to court. That's just me. I don't know. I will update you more when I get more information on this case that's coming. Again, the case doesn't start until August, September of 2021. Not exactly sure what the month, but I know that it's in 2021. Okay, so this is my diva classy pleasure. So, Gladys Knight and Patti LaBelle are doing a versus. I love this. Like, I love Gladys Knight. Gladys Knight was, I believe, like, Aaliyah's, well, she was related to Aaliyah, and everybody knows legendary Patti LaBelle. I think this is going to be beautiful. I don't like that they're called verses, but I get it. I think I feel like it's more so like a reunion and a connection, and like just bringing positivity back into like R&B, hip-hop, reggae, any type of music. I think it's a beautiful thing. And I love the fact that these two, like the commercials that they did where they're cooking Thanksgiving dinners and stuff, I thought it was like the cutest thing. Patti LaBelle with her like little, like, what you got, girl? And then there's, why am I having a blank? And there's Gladys Knight with her little, I'm bringing this, and da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Like, I can't wait. I think it's going to be beautiful. It's going to be good for the soul. And it's going to bring, like, you know, all those older people who aren't really in tune with the social media and stuff like that. It's going to bring them in, like, to connect with their children and stuff like that. Because, you know, it's that kind of world where everything's happening on social media. So I cannot wait. It's going to be Patti LaBelle and Gladys Knight. They're going to be on Versus. Go check those dates, because I was a dumb idiot that did not check those dates before I got on this camera to get this information to you. Anyways, guys, I just wanted to come on and give you that little information. I think later today, maybe tomorrow. Most likely tomorrow. I do want to get into some conversations about Mayor Giuliani. I'm just going to say this little bit. Sir, like, in the very beginning, like, during the September 11th days, like, I was just like, wow, this man is amazing. Like, look at him. He had the potential to be a president. But then now I'm looking at you like, sir, just go. Just go away, sir. I didn't even think you still exist. I'm not saying that you're dead, and I'm not wishing death upon you. I just was like, wow, I didn't think he was still existing in politics or anything like that. But we'll talk about that tomorrow. You guys, enjoy your day. It's so beautiful out. It's so beautiful out. Enjoy your day. Enjoy each other. Remember that we still are in Corona season. Wear your masks. Use your sanitizer. Keep your distance. And, you know, make somebody feel good. we're still in like all this like negativity, which I on my social media actually I feel like it's getting better. Like I feel like people are actually starting to like get along again and nobody's hating each other. It's getting there. So do that nice thing of saying to somebody that you don't even know, just tell them that they're beautiful. Tell them to have a great day. Just say hi. Just say something nice. It doesn't hurt to say something nice to somebody to make them feel special during their this day. So I will talk to you soon. I hope you guys have a great day. God bless you. God bless your family. And we will talk later. Have a great day.